Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. For old friends, welcome back. My name's Audrey and I just wanted to have a chat about real life. And if any one of you have had a stroke, and how does life go on after? Do you live in fear or do you just carry on like any other day? That's how it started for me about a year ago on June 8th. 2025 is when mine happened. My anniversary is coming up on it. And just like every other morning, had my shower, did my makeup, had my head bent over, drying back of my hair. When I come back up, felt disoriented, and then within seconds, body numb and tingly, and felt like a dead weight. I kind of stumbled into the room where my husband was, and I just said, I don't feel right. And he's like, do you need to go to the hospital? I said, I don't know, but I did know. I knew without a doubt it was a stroke. Never having had one before, but I knew it was just traumatic thing. And within minutes we were in the car. He took me to our local hospital and they were able to administer me the TNK shot that will break up any small clots. And they said, of course, if there's a big one in there, we're gonna have to go get it. I did the contrast dye MRI, I believe is what it's called. I did not like that, but it showed no big clots. Thank God. And the doctors and nurses there were kind of amazed because I came out of this with very little deficit. I have memory loss, specifically short-term memory, and trouble with my speech. Sometimes I'll stutter. While we was in the hospital, I didn't have that. You know, I passed with everything flying colors, didn't need physical therapy, occupational therapy, nothing. No assistance walking. I could go into the bathroom on my own, take a shower on my own. They just couldn't believe it. So the 1-year anniversary is coming up, and every once in a while, the anxiety rears its ugly head. When's the other shoe gonna drop? When's it gonna happen again? Now, it has gotten better for me, but for several months afterwards, it was a constant, like any kind of tinge of pain, anything happening with my body that was out of the norm, it scared the daylights out of me. And I'm thinking, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Thank God, it has not happened again. It's very traumatic, and I am so fortunate, and I thank God that I came out on the other side just about whole. Some people don't get that. And I believe He has plans for me. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but I'm thankful that He does. And I still get that naggy feeling sometimes of anxiety, heightened about things going on, what's happening in my body. I opted to get a loop recorder inserted in my chest, and did that in February of this year. My body just kind of went wonky after that, and I don't know why. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia after that. I just had body pains and headaches, and just felt like crud. And some people that I talked to were like, oh yeah, my dad or my uncle had that, and he said the same thing about his body after he got it in there. It's calmed down, thank God, it's calmed down. So I don't have so much, but it will migrate a little bit. It's turned, you know, a little different directions and stuff. It's kind of weird. They hooked me up to a monitor, so they monitor my heart activity. They believe that my stroke was caused by plaque breaking off, traveling up the artery, and then it got stuck because I have a narrow artery back here. And it was fine until it wasn't. So I had mentioned something about AFib, so that's why they actually put me, recommended that I had the loop recorder in and the monitor, so they can monitor the heart activity just to see. I have not had any phone calls or anything updates on the findings of that. So I think no news is good news. And the doctor was like, oh, some patients opt to have it taken out. It can, I mean, not taken out, but still in there. And the battery life on this is like 4 to 5 years. Well, I don't know who would opt to keep the thing in there, because I don't think I'm gonna. It's just a foreign body in your body, so of course your body reacts to that. I didn't get the typical reaction like rash or itching or hives or anything like that. It was just my body felt like crud. There were days that I felt like I had the dang flu and did not feel like doing anything. I'd have headaches. My body just felt like it was put through the ringer. So I don't know if it was the fibromyalgia or if it was a result of the lubricator. So I'm just curious how you guys live life after having a stroke. Do you just go on about your day? It's, for the most part, I would say 90% of the time now, I'm fine. I can just go about it and, come on, Boogie. I can just go about my day and not think about it really. And there's other days, kind of like today, that I do think about it. And it's it's a traumatic thing to go through. I mean, your body, I did not know. I was so lethargic after having my stroke. All I wanted to do was sleep. Literally, my sister and my brother-in-law came up. I believe it was that day. It was that day or the next. And I apologized right when I got there. I said, I apologize. I'm probably going to fall asleep on you. I literally could not hold my eyes open. And I found out that's one thing. Having a stroke causes that. You just want to sleep. I slept the majority of the time. Honestly, on the way, I wouldn't say on the way to that hospital. When I got transferred and I had to take the ambulance to another hospital, I was sleeping. It was like I could hear people and I understood what was going on, but my eyes were shut. It was the weirdest thing. And I would sleep practically the whole time I was in there, the 4 days. I slept. They would come in, like the first couple of days I was in ICU, so it was every hour, on the hour. And they said, we're going to apologize ahead of time because every hour we're going to be in here waking you up. As soon as they woke me up, I was back out because I was just so tired and drained. But thank God, it was only 2 days there. 2 days I got transferred to a different floor, and it wasn't every hour on the hour. But I had the best care from Franklin Square. I just want to say that. Franklin Square Hospital. Yeah. You guys really took great care of me. I mean, from I call them kids because they're young, from the transporters to the dietitians to the nurses, just everybody was so nice to me and took great care of me. So if you guys would like to hop in the comments and let me know if you've experienced a stroke, even have a loop recorder or whatever, and just how you live your life now. I'm interested to know. And I'm going to get off here and try to enjoy the rest of the day I have in this 80-degree weather. So maybe I'll get a little tan on. Till next time, guys, take care. I love you.